Herzlich willkommen zum Musikexpress-Interview. Mein Name ist Maxim. Wir befinden uns hier gerade im wunderschönen Michelberger Hotel und wir sind hier im Whisky Room und wir sind nicht alleine, wir sind hier zusammen mit Aitch,
Yo.
einem jungen und bereits sehr erfolgreichen Rapper aus UK und wir sprechen heute über sein Album CLOSE TO HOME. So, thank you for having us.
Thank you, thanks for having me, bro.
So, is it your first time in Germany?
Nah, I've been here a couple of times. I've been in Berlin before. I've done a show here before.
Yeah.
The first time I came to Germany, I think it was like when I was in high school.
Okay.
I came on a school trip.
Okay.
The first time I came.
So, was it a kind of exchange program or?
It was like, why did I come to Germany? I think it was like through like a history class.
Mm-hmm.
And we came. I don't even know what we came doing. I can't remember. But yeah, I came to Germany when I was probably about 15.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess you had German in school?
Had German in school, but
Okay.
I can't remember any of it.
Okay.
Not one bit.
Maybe a little bit of swearing, I guess.
Yeah, we know certain swear words, and I can probably count up to 29,
Yeah.
and then after 29 I'm lost.
Yeah. And did you have the chance to see the neighborhood a little bit, or the size of the city, or are you just?
Not really. We've not really had a chance to explore. I will have today though. I got a video shoot later, but after this interview, I've got a big gap until a video shoot, so I might do some exploring stuff like that. Because even last time I came here, done the show, and I left straight away, so
Okay.
I didn't get to see it properly.
But you did have a wild night yesterday, I just heard.
I did have a good night last night. Yeah.
And you met with a German rapper.
I
Is
did.
that right?
I did. I met Luciano last night.
Okay.
It was good. What was the restaurant? I can't remember what the restaurant was called. It was a good place though. And yeah, we just had some food, some drinks, chilled. He's actually a very funny guy. Listening to his music, I didn't know what to expect of meeting him. Obviously, he's got that deep voice. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking, okay, let's see what we're getting into here. And I met him. He was just making us laugh all night. He's a good guy. And then I'm linking up with him today to shoot a video.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, so
Nice.
it's gonna be good.
Nice. Okay. So you're also into German rap a little bit, or you know some guys. You have some connections already.
I dabbled in a little bit. Before, I didn't really know what was going on, but I tried to be a little bit more involved now. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, hence why we linked up with Luciano and sort of like got that one cracking. But not even just Germany, even like the whole of Europe. I'm just trying to be a bit more familiar with people and whatnot. Yeah, definitely.
And do you follow like different hip hop movements like in different countries? I mean, UK is obviously is the country of grime, UK drill, and in France you have more the trap movement. In Germany here you have a mix of everything a little bit.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Do like genre classifications matter to you, or is it like I don't care?
Nah, I don't think so. I respect all genres, you know what I'm saying, but I don't really see people in a different way through different genres. You know what I'm saying, like, but I feel like at the end of the day, obviously, yeah, there's drill, grime, whatever, UK rap, hip hop, but at the end of the day, it all falls under one. I think everyone's rapping.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's just at what tempo you're rapping at. And then obviously there's a difference between rapping and singing.
Yeah.
But the only really difference between drill and grime are the same tempo. It's just a different sound in the beat. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Now, what I found very interesting when I listened to your album is that you really like to experiment a lot.
Yeah, man.
You also take the samples like from old songs, from Ashanti, but also from this band from Manchester.
Exactly,
from
Stone Roses,
So are you like a sound digger? You know, who likes to do research?
To be fair, like them two specifically, there's certain reasons, like obviously why I do certain things. The Stone Roses one, the 1989 song, that was literally because we obviously was making the album. I needed something that represented Manchester and just sounded like Manchester. And there's kind of like no better way to do that than sample a Stone Roses song. So it was just listening to some Stone Roses, and then Fool's Gold ended up being the one that we picked because you could rap on the original Fool's Gold beat anyway, without sampling it and remixing it, so I chose that one. And then the Baby one, to be fair, I didn't actually personally choose it beforehand. Fred, the producer, already had that beat made, and I was like, oh yeah, this one's sick.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I'm good at kind of like picking out things and like creating certain sounds, definitely.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice. Talking about Manchester, I mean, the whole album is related to Manchester and about your journey, about growing up in Manchester. It's about your friends, your family. And what is it about Manchester M40 that makes you want to come home like every time when you're on tour? What is that specific thing?
I don't know. First of all, just the people of Manchester. Not even just my friends and family, just people in general. I don't know. It's a certain vibe, man. Like everyone's a little bit nicer in Manchester than they are in London or in certain other places. And it's just chilled. It's relaxed. Obviously, it's home anyway. Everyone is most familiar with where they grew up anyway. And I think just obviously from being like 18, I kind of like blew up, and then I've never been at home since I was 18, so I've always just wanted to go back, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So hopefully one day I can retire early and spend the rest of my days in Manchester.
And do you still have like the same friends and the same social environment that you started with when you short before your breakthrough, you know? Because I heard in one song, I think it was the title track, you're rapping something like, see some old friends and I wonder if we're still mates, couple brothers moving shaking since the deal came, so it sounds to me a little bit that something has changed, or maybe...
Yeah, certain things, not as a whole, like I'm still with the same people that I grew up with and I went to school with. Obviously there's always a handful or one or two people that obviously go your separate ways and stuff like that. But like that one was just more me getting stuff off my chest, and kind of like sometimes it does make you feel like that. Even though I am with the same people all the time, sometimes you have got to question things sometimes and whatnot. And when I was making that song, I think I was just in a mood one day in the studio and I was angry and I didn't know what to do, so I just made that song. Yeah. But like overall, I'm with the same people I've always been with, minus maybe one or two. Yeah. Yeah.
But do you struggle sometimes like with the attention that you're getting right now? Because you belong to a rap generation who has the luck to get attention like at a very early age.
Yeah.
With viral videos and stuff, so everything went very fast in your career. I don't know, do you wish sometimes that things would have gone a little bit slower, or do you say no, everything happened like in the right time, in the right place, or do you think maybe taking a step back would have been nice?
I think everything happens for a reason. I don't regret anything that's happened or any decisions that I've made. No, honestly no, I feel like it's all good. Bless you, by the way. I feel like it's all good. I feel like everything happened at the right pace for me, and obviously missed out on certain things, got to grow up a little quicker, but I wouldn't change anything, 100%. Yeah, I've got no regrets, definitely, not one.
Do you have any advice like for newcomers like you who are getting this attention like at
it's hard.
the age of 19?
People get... Like these kids now, they get criticised for making certain types of songs or whatever. I was speaking about this yesterday, or like sometimes their first show or the first time they ever touched a mic is a big festival because they made one song and it blew up. And then they'll get criticised for not being able to perform properly, but they've never done it before. But my advice is just to keep it going, and if you feel like you want to do it for a living and take it seriously, then you've got to put just as much work into it as you would with anything else. I think it's easy to feel like you don't have to work as hard because you've not got a set time. You need to be at work every day and you don't go home at the same time every day. And I don't know, it's easy to get complacent, especially like the money that's going on right now, like all the money that's in the scene right now. These 17-year-old kids can go make a song in the UK and get 150 grand for it for one song.
Yeah.
So imagine being 17 and getting offered that, like, your head would go a little bit. You just gotta stay on your grind. You just gotta know that you first, like, you never know when you're gonna get your next paycheck. Don't think because you've got this one now that you're gonna get the same one next month.
Yeah.
It's the music game. You never know what's gonna happen.
Yeah. And I think it's also about the feedback, you know, and who criticizes you. And if you pay a lot of attention to like the critique that you get from the internet, from social media and stuff.
That's just the place we're in right now. I suppose, as I don't mean to sound like horrible when I say this, but like, you have to know what comes with social media, and if you can't take it, then you shouldn't be on there. Do you know what I mean? I feel like it does. Social media does mess with people's heads and that, and it is hard. You shouldn't be on it every single hour of the day. However, people will moan for social media ruining their head, but you still got an Instagram account. Just delete the account. You don't need to see any negative things if you don't want to. You know what I mean? So it's all up to you. It is possible to control your mindset if you stay away from certain things.
How do you handle social media?
I don't give a fuck. I don't really read comments or anything like that. Like, and even if I do, even when I read some of the bad ones, I find it quite funny. You know what I mean? Like, it is pretty funny. But everyone's always gonna have an opinion. There's like 8 billion people in the world. No one has got 8 billion fans.
Yeah.
Or 7.999999999999999 million fans. So at the end of the day, what my point is, you can't win over everyone. You can't make everyone like you. There's always going to be people that disagree with what you're doing or whatever. So it is what it is. That's fine.
And maybe you shouldn't try doing this, like making everyone happy
with
your music.
You don't need to make everyone happy. You can't. You could probably name more artists that you don't like than you do like, innit? Do you know what I mean? So I'm not a fan of certain people, so how can I be mad at certain people for not being a fan of me? Yeah. So yeah, it's one of them. It's what it is.
So there's one very important song of your album that we have to talk about a little bit, which is My G.
Yeah.
The song that you wrote about your sister.
Yeah.
Who was diagnosed with Down syndrome. The song that you did with Ed Sheeran. So I read that the idea originally came from your father, right?
Yes.
So what's the story behind that?
I think one day I was just talking to my dad and he was like, I can't remember what I was talking about. It must have been about music or what song I wanted to make next or something like that. And then he was like, why don't you make a song about Grime-Szene and call it My G? This was a couple of years ago. And I was like, yeah, that's a good idea. And that was it. We never spoke about it since then. And I just never made the song, not because I didn't want to, just never I came around to it. I just wasn't making that type of music. And then it came to making the album, and I just felt like people needed to know more about whatever me or what's going on behind the scenes and whatnot. So then I ended up making that song with a guy called Fraser T. Smith. And then obviously I'm friends with Ed anyway, and so was Fraser, so the kind of like the first person we both thought to phone was Ed to do the chorus, and we phoned him. He got on it straight away. He loved it, and that was it. It was made there. He probably sent. I think he was on holiday when I asked him to get on the song, and I think he said, yeah, like give me a week, and then he got back off holiday and sent it straight away, and then that was it. But it's just one of those. That was like one of those songs where I don't really care about the result of it. That was just a little personal one.
And he already had a connection to your sister, no?
Yeah,
well, like videos or audios that
videos.
You sent to him.
yeah. She's a fan of Ed Sheeran anyway, so she'll be singing Ed Sheeran in the house. So I'll take a video sometime and send it to him. So he knew about my sister anyway. So that's why I also asked him to get on it. Yeah. Yeah, instead of asking someone else and then explaining the whole thing.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So yeah, Ed was the guy, and I didn't want to pull the Ed Sheeran card out. I didn't want to get him on the biggest songs of the summer and make sure I guess an Ed song that definitely goes to #1. I wanted something that was more personal.
I mean, I would say that it's also kind of a statement, no? Like when we talk about visibility of people who have like special needs, who are a little bit different.
Yeah.
And to talk about this topic in like with this collaboration with Ed Sheeran is also a statement.
Yeah, it's a flex. It's a flex.
Yeah.
Yeah, people can't do that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, it's a statement, and it's just like, how do I explain it? That was just like something that I really just personally wanted to do. Like, I didn't make the song thinking, I didn't even make the song thinking, the fans are gonna love this. Like, nobody was in my head when I was making a song apart from her and Ed Sheeran. But yeah, good vibes, and yeah, it's a big flex. You know what I mean? Make a song with Ed Sheeran about my sister.
How did she react?
She loved it, but she'll like play it and get halfway through and then say like, right, turn it off, I want to listen to something else now. She's funny, but she loves it though. It is a favourite song right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. But I've been away for a couple of days, so when I get back, I should probably have a new favourite song now.
Did you have the chance to perform that song live already?
Yeah, not like properly. I performed it. I done like these little shows like to promote my tour and stuff like that with like a couple hundred people.
Yeah.
Performed it in front of a few people, but not on a proper stage yet. No. So I can't wait. It's gonna be good. Can't wait to perform the whole album.
Yeah. Okay. So, like, what is your next plan? Like,
my next plan. To be fair, I'm just keep making music. I think. Obviously, I've got a lot of tours going on right now. I've got my UK tour next month. I got my Europe tour in a couple of months as well. So I'll be coming back here. And yeah, man, just keeping it moving. I got more music coming, branching out into a couple other things. I got some shows coming, like music shows and some other shows. Everything. I'm trying to do everything. I'm trying to put my hands in all things this year or next year.
What is it working like with Lytech and YJ?
Yeah.
Because I think they're also like responsible for a lot of your success right now.
Yeah, definitely. They're the guys, man. YJ was the first person in studio I ever went to. He had a studio in Manchester one time, and I was rapping but I never knew where to record my music. I just used to get my friends to film me on iPhone and put it out there. And then obviously one day I wanted to make an actual like real song. So my friend Sammy, who used to shoot my videos, he sent me to YJ studio. That's where I met him. I was probably like 16, and then that was it. From that day, I was going to studio like as much as I could to meet YJ. And then I turned about 18, and then I blew up. And then I said to YJ, right, I need you. Like, you can't, I need you 24/7. And he was like, all right, I got you. And then he was kind enough to do all these studio sessions with me, never charged me a penny. And then it's just been going crazy from there, so I've got to give my shout out to YJ. And then Lytech's always been a producer, but I never like crossed paths with him. I always used to miss him like before I met him, and then I can't remember where we actually met, but we just got along perfectly. And obviously YJ and Lytech do their little duo thing sometimes, or a lot of the time recently. So when it was album time, obviously I was already bringing YJ anyway, and it was like, let's bring Lytech as well. It's just the dream team.
Yeah.
So we flew to Canada, LA, New York, London, everywhere, and just made the album. And yeah, definitely got to big up them two. Them two was, the album would not be the same at all. The album would sound completely different if it wasn't for them two. So yeah, shout out to YJ and Lytech, definitely.
So for how long will you stay in Berlin here?
I'm leaving tomorrow. I think I'm leaving tomorrow. I've got a video tonight. Probably get drunk tonight with Luciano, and then and then yeah, go to the airport. I don't know what time, to be honest, but I'm leaving tomorrow. Unfortunately, I would like to stay for a little bit longer, but I gotta go to Canada, and I got a show in Canada. But I can't wait to come back here. I need to, when I come back here on tour, I need to make sure that this is the date where I've got a couple of days off after, so I can just chill, because I do like it here. It's chill, and the food's good.
Yeah.
Food's good.
And I guess Luciano's a good drinker.
Yeah, he's a good. He likes what was he drinking? He was drinking vodka last night. I don't even like vodka, but I was drinking vodka with him last night.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what is it that you prefer? I mean, we're in the whiskey room right now.
I know. I like Hennessy. I like Hennessy. I like brown stuff. I like Hennessy, Jack Daniels, stuff like that. But vodka's not for me.
Okay.
That's why I'm a little bit late to this interview this morning, because of vodka. It's Luciano's fault.
Okay, nice.
I'm sorry.
So you're already aware of what fits and what.
Yeah, definitely.
All right.
Definitely. Hennessy, that's all I need.
Okay, I think that's a good phrase to end
it,
our conversation.
Hennessy, that's all I need. Yeah.
All right. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it. In the whiskey room.
In the whiskey room.
Yeah.
And yeah, have a good time with the Luciano, and see you here back again on tour.
Definitely.
On stage.
Yeah. It's going to be lit. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Love.